Okay, so you're going to go ahead and start a brand new project. New project. It needs to be view all projects. Anytime we start a new project, on the project screen, full list, and find Web Lab. That will open up a brand new web page for you to start. Okay, we're going to start by renaming it. Okay, we're going to name it your last name dash the animal of your choice, baboon, and the period that you're in. Okay, and save. Remembering that we don't delete anything code.org gave us, we come to line 7 between the body tags, enter a bunch of times so that we have space to work, and then that's where we're going to go ahead and start coding our site. So we're going to go ahead and start with our very first container tag, which at the top of our site is header. I'm just going to work through these quickly because this should be review. We're going to do a main heading, H1. Remember, a header is a container tag, so it is on separate lines. You're going to come up with a title for your site, badly behaving. I always like ones that are alliterative, meaning they sound like the same sound. So badly behaving baboons. You can choose whatever you want as a heading for your site. Save and refresh will bring it up. Remember, school appropriate. Okay. So that's line 8. Remember, H1 is a single line on the same line as its words. We're going to go ahead and close the header. Go ahead and open a new container, the div, and you can pause this to slow it down if you need. We're going to grab an image, so go to the internet and find an image of your creature, baboon. Images. Okay, I like this guy right here. It's best to save it as the thumbnail. Sometimes when you click on the larger version, it's not if I go save now, save as, it doesn't come up as see how it's a web page? Can't save it like that. So always if you click on it, 2-finger click, save as. If you save it from the thumbnail, it's always a thumbnail JPG or PNG. So that's saved. Going ahead and logging it here. Add image, upload from my recent files, download, okay, X out. We're going to rename it. So before you code it, you have to rename it. Rename. This is going to be called main pick. Okay. Once it's named, then I can go ahead and scroll to the code for it. HTML, copy, Control C, back to index, Control V. Remember changing this image description to identify what your picture is so that a screen reader could read it. So this is just the face of a baboon. That's what I'll write, face of baboon. Make sure when you're doing headings and things that you capitalize the first letters of each word because they are headings, just as a reminder, if you had not done that. And close your div container. Okay, enter. Going ahead and opening a second level heading. So this should be a bunch of repeat. So we're going to do an about and the animal you've chosen. Okay, to get our content, we're not going to write all this content. I'm going to have you go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT. When you go there, simply say, write a paragraph. I'm going to copy this because we're going to do this a couple times. Control Z, copy. Write a paragraph about baboons. Okay, it's going to do that. Right away, I can copy by clicking right here, the copy button, copy, coming back to code.org. Okay, this is going to be paragraph, so enter and a P on line 14, paste. That was not what Ms. Watts meant to do. She meant to copy, and then come back, paste. Why isn't it copying it? So if your copy's not working like mine, you can also highlight, I don't know why, copy, and now come and paste. There we go. End it on the same line, P, close. You're going to repeat this process, H2. This one is going to be the diet, remember capital letters, of baboons. Close H2. Okay. And we're going to do a P here. P. You're going to do a paragraph about. Write a paragraph about the diet of baboons. It's going to write it. Let's see if my copy button works today. Copy. Coming back to my pasting. Yes, so that worked. Right? Farmlands. Yeah. Okay, so paste and close the paragraph, and then one final H2 so that we have 3 paragraphs. This one is going to be the habitat of, capital O, of baboons. Close H2. Okay, enter P. And we're going to go here. Write a paragraph about habitat of baboons. And there it is. Okay. Now it's asking me, I don't want that. Copy, come back here, paste. Okay. And again on the same line, don't go down a line, P, close. Okay, we should be on line 21 if you've not skipped any paragraphs. Ms. Watts noticed that she accidentally copied the ChatGPT said in here and skipped a space. So we should be, there we go. We should be on line 19 now. Okay, and I can go ahead and close. Let's see, we forgot to open, Ms. Watts forgot to open the little container that we're in. So I just have to go back. Line 13, we're going to open a main container in there, and now we're going to end the main container. So that was just an error on my part. That's fine. Okay, everything should be blue. Line 21, we're going to open another container, which is the section. Okay, enter. We're going to make a second image. This image that you're going to find, this one is a clip art image, so a cartoony one. So clip art, baboon, okay? And pick one of the cartoony looking ones. Don't pick a realistic one. Pick one that is more cartoon-like. So I like this, and we're also going to remove the background. So open up, remove background. Okay. And I'm going to drag my image so that the background is removed. I'm going to drag this little guy here. Okay, if it's not, might have to, there it goes. Might have to drag it twice if it's not working. Download the free version. It's going to download it to your Chromebook. Coming to my images, add image, upload file, recent. This one, exit. We're going to call this one when it loads, rename. This one is going to get called PIC2, P-I-C 2. Okay. Going into the code, scrolling down, copying it, coming back here to our section, and we're going to go ahead and paste on line 22. For this one, I need an image description as well. So this is, I don't want to highlight all that. Don't delete extra stuff, just what is between the quotations. Okay, and I'm going to write clip art sitting baboon. Okay, and then I'm going to come outside that quotation, ID equals quotations, second pick. We're giving this an ID name as well. So that's a little different than the first one. We gave it that ID name. And there it should be. Okay, hitting enter to go to line 23. We're going to do a third level heading, which is an H3. We're going to write five facts, capital letters, about and your animal, baboons. Close H3. We're going to make a list. This list is going to be an unordered list, so UL. I like to set up my lists like this, already doing the code first. Okay, copying this because I'm going to have 5 facts. So I copy these list items. LIs are list items. I have 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then closing the UL to end the list. Now I'm going to go to ChatGPT and say, and you can use your voice.
Hey, I'm ready.
I don't want to do that. ChatGPT, 5 facts about baboons. Even do 5 fun facts. Here's 5 interesting facts. We're not copying the numbers. You can if yours comes with emojis. I saw another student's came with emojis. You can copy those. Those will code actually, which is kind of cute. You can put that one, and then you're going to come to the next one right between the close and open. You're going to copy. 1, 2, copy. Coming. We don't want the numbers. Okay, we don't want the numbers with the facts, just the facts. And you want them each one at a time. Okay, one at a time they go between the LI tags that you've created. So that's 4 or 3. I'm sorry, they're highly intelligent. Copy, paste, and the last one. And then you come into this last one. They are strong and fast. Copy. And I come back here, right between, make sure you're in the right spot, paste. If I hit save and refresh, okay, and you might want to, if you accidentally, if it has an enter so that it went down to another line, you want to make sure your LIs are not containers. So the LI should open and close on the same exact line. So mine, I'm going to have to delete a little bit to get it. I think there was an enter in there. It's not the end of the world, but they should all start and stop on the same line. So 27, and then this one would be 25. So my list should be 24 is the open, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and end on 30. Yep, perfect. And so that should be the end of my list. And then I'm going to close the section at that point. And that's where this video is going to stop, because at that point you should have all blue tags. If I save and refresh, I should have this beautiful unordered list with no numbers that say 5 facts about baboons and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items on my list. And that's where we're at. Thanks.